Hey, friends, welcome back to the podcast. We are in part 5 of our summer series talking all about the success mindset. My favorite part about the summer series is the success mindset transcends your health and weight loss goals. We're talking about the specific mindset you need to achieve your next goal, whether it's on the scale, in your career, or in your relationships. And that's a through line for what I want for people in my orbit because I've realized that the mindset you need and the skills that you develop in striving to achieve your weight loss goals actually can translate to other parts of your life. I call these $1 million skills. $1 million skill is equal parts mindset and strategy in a way that you learn a skill that you can put in your toolbox for life. It's a skill that will help you achieve any goal, not just a weight loss goal. And in my opinion, having $1 million skills is what helps you create that $1 million life. Part 1 talked about how you can double your weight loss results this summer by letting go of all or nothing thinking. Part 2 of the series talked about the when then mindset and how having any goal means literally disrupting your status quo, which means choosing to do the inconvenient thing. Part 3 was the mindset required to prioritize yourself first, particularly if you're someone that's always of service to other people. Last week's episode talked about how the overachiever loves to procrastinate work with small tasks rather than facing the one hard thing you keep putting off. This week's concept is going to talk about focus versus flow. One of the big things that used to get in my way with proper planning around nutrition and the way that I wanted to eat is I used to have this thought, what if I don't feel like eating that way? What if I make a plan on Sunday and now it's Thursday and I don't feel like eating the thing that I had decided multiple days ago? And because I had those thoughts that I might not be in the mood to eat the thing I planned, I basically wouldn't plan at all. I was so worried that I would feel boxed in and restricted with my nutrition that I made no nutrition decisions. I kept leaving my nutrition decisions for in the moment, which is when I was the most fatigued, the most tired, and I left the most important decisions for the time of days that I was the most stressed. It is no wonder when you leave your decisions to in the moment, which is when you're experiencing the most stress, that overachievers will go off track. Now, here's one of the reasons that we adopt this mindset. Because you're an overachiever, you likely are overworking in your career and at home. That's part of the reason we built up the last few parts of this series to help you see where you might be overextended on your calendar. But this is one of the reasons that overachievers will use food, alcohol, snacking, scrolling as their only relief. Because you are over disciplined in your career and in other parts of your life, you don't want to be disciplined when it comes to nutrition and food. You might have some thoughts like, I'm disciplined everywhere else. I just want to have this one thing that is just for me. I completely understand if that's you, but also it's that mindset that's keeping you in the moment decision fatigue and why you're not achieving your health goals. I want you to get really honest. How much time, energy, and bandwidth do you think you spend arguing with yourself on a day-to-day basis? In my experience, when we leave our most important decisions for the next goal we have for ourselves to in the moment, we don't only go off track, we spend a lot of excess time in the negotiating pattern. Should I or shouldn't I? Maybe I start tomorrow, maybe I can do it today. Should I do a little? Should I do a lot? Just one bite. It won't hurt. I'll start again on Monday. We have so many thoughts like this that feel very justified and very compelling, but not only are these thoughts wasting a lot of time, they're adding mental drag, which takes you as the smart overachiever with a wall full of diplomas totally off track. The solution to this doesn't mean you have to meticulously plan every single minute of your entire day or every single morsel of food you plan on eating. That's again very all or nothing, which we addressed in part 1 of the series. Instead, imagine that you made key nutrition and rest decisions at the start of your week. You get to decide how specific you want to be, but when you account for your calendar, your real-time constraints, the more specific you are, the more freedom you will experience in the moment. Wanting to be in constant flow and being worried about how you might feel in the moment is costing you real freedom. Instead, I want you to imagine what would happen if you made focused decisions, looking at the real math of your life, having constraint around your nutrition and rest, and how much freedom you would feel if you made those decisions once in advance. I tell my clients to make decisions for the entire week once at the start of their week, but if that doesn't feel like it aligns for you, making it at least one day in advance so you're never stuck in the moment decision making. I can tell you right now that the freedom that you will experience feels so much better than that in the moment feel like it's. This part is going to ask you to retrain your brain a little bit. Just start doing the math. How much energy and time are you wasting by arguing with yourself on a daily basis, going off plan, sabotaging results, not being sure about your nutrition and rest plan, versus how freeing it would feel if you made your decisions in advance that really fit the math of your life? I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet concept today. It is one that has truly changed so much for me. It has given me so much time back, which is one of my biggest missions for overachievers. My clients, when they come to work with me, are not just losing weight and achieving their health and body goals. They are doing this while getting time back. And they're getting time back because of this one concept we're talking about today. If you're loving the podcast, I would love to invite you to join my email list. I'm sharing a huge announcement very, very soon, and it is going to my email list first. And I would love to tell you, if you're enjoying the podcast, I want to encourage you to be on there. You can join my email list by heading over to burnstressloseweight.com/email. I can't wait to see you in your email inbox and again on the podcast next week. Have a great day, friends. Bye.